I had a client come in the other day, and during the massage, I was talking a little bit about gene doping. She had some stuff going on medically, and she was an older woman, very nice. And I asked her if she knew what gene doping was. And she said no, she'd never heard of it. So I explained it. You know, it's the exchange of genetic traits, being able to take one genetic trait from one person and using a viral medium, transfer that trait to another person. Say one person has a genetic resistance, or their family has a resistance to cancer. So being able to take that genetic trait and give it to somebody else would give somebody with cancer a better chance of getting rid of their cancer. Sort of like that. And she goes, "Oh, that sounds pretty interesting." And she hesitated just a little bit, and that should have been my first indication. I then went on to say I also want to get some upgrades once the gene doping stuff becomes more readily available and perfected. I'd love to get some upgrades as well, particularly my eyes. I'd love to have my eyes fixed. And she, of course, asked, "Well, what's wrong with your eyes?" And then I had to correct myself and say, "Well, it's not just my eyes, it's everyone's eyes." And I asked her, "Did you know that everyone's eyes are essentially made backwards? Your rods and cones point the wrong way." And she wanted me to explain that to her. I said, "Well, okay, essentially, your rods and cones point backwards, so when the light enters your eyes, it has to go through the nerve endings, or the nerve fibers, go up or back the length of the rods and cones till it hits the tip of the rod and cone, which triggers the signal to go back through the rod and the cone and through the optic nerve, which is also blocking some of the eyesight. So your rods and cones are essentially pointing the backwards. The cephalopods and owls have fantastic eyes, and they are not made backwards." And she asked me, "Why do you think God would do that?" And I openly laughed. And said, "I don't think God had anything to do with that." She didn't talk much through the rest of the massage. I think I lost another client.